Money world. Money world. Money world.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream tonight. It's going to be another fun one. Really fun. I've been really loving this series. We are doing some Surf brand logo design on an iPad and on the desktop, kind of all over the place. We ended up in, let's see, we were all over the place. We were in Photoshop, we were in Illustrator, we were on the iPad. This was last night. So we're going to continue with that because I had so much fun the first time. So yeah, if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. Where are you guys watching from? I am in Kalispell, Montana right now, near Glacier National Park. It's been raining the last 3 or 4 days, and now the sun finally came out and everything is just super beautiful and green. It's going to be a good stream. All right, getting a couple things ready to go here so I can see your comments. Suppose I should double check and make sure the audio is good. All right, let's do this. Hey, from Australia. What's going on? Is it Nicola or I hope I said your name right. I see you on Behance. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit. It's been a long few days here. If you're new to the stream, my name's Derrick. I'm a graphic designer and a web developer, creative director. I do a lot of things. But I've got 5 kids now. My wife just had a baby a couple weeks ago. Well, it's been like 5 weeks now, but we are grossly sleep deprived right now, and it's catching up to me. But we're gonna have fun, and feel free to jump into the chat, say hello, let us know where you're tuning in from, what you're up to, what you're working on. I just dropped a brand new course, and it's not even on my website yet, but you can get it in the vault. If you go to derrickmitchell.com/vault, you can see all of those goodies and check those out. But on Skillshare, you can also access it as well. So there's a link below if you want to check it out. That is not, stop that. Okay. Here's the vault. It's got all kinds of cool stuff that I've done. If you'd like to learn some of these tips and tricks that I show you tonight, and maybe in a format that's a little more to the point instead of me rambling on and on. But would love to have you check out those courses. And then also on Skillshare, there's a link below so you can get 2 weeks for free. And that's a premium membership. So you can watch, I mean, you could join, you can watch my stuff, but you could also watch anybody else. There's some amazing, amazing content, amazing courses, some incredible instructors on there. So check that out when you get a minute. And this is kind of a sample of what I was working on yesterday. So we've got the surfboard that I designed using my iPad. We jumped into Fresco a little bit. We jumped into Photoshop. I forgot to use Fresco too. Thank you, Nicola. Yeah, congrats. It's super fun. So I've got 4 daughters, and this was our first son. I say first like we're having more kids, but I think 5 is. I think we're probably good with 5. 5 is a lot. 5 is a bunch. So anyway, yeah, we're super stoked. Hello from Scotland. What's up, Gareth? Thanks for jumping in. Pulling an all-nighter to finish an assignment for the university. Just got 4 a.m. there. Wow. Gareth, I remember those days. When I was in college. There's one night in particular that I remember, and I don't even remember the project. I just remember going to, what was it? Jack in the Box. It's a fast food restaurant. They make greasy hamburgers and fries, right? And I got 4 junior bacon cheeseburgers, 4 or 5. They were like $1 a piece. They're, whatever. This was one of those terrible 3 a.m. decisions. So I see it's 4 a.m. for you. This might be a terrible decision. So Gareth, I appreciate that you're here, but you got to get your stuff done. So the replay will be live. You guys can catch me on the replay later. I mean, if you can stick around for sure. I'd love to have you, but also the replay will be live. So then if you're watching the replay, you can skip through all this, chit chat and just get to the good stuff where I'm making cool things. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. So the way that this originated, this project, is in my new course, I use a random word generator to come up with random words and to build a brand. And it's just kind of an exercise in having fun with it and just going crazy. And so in the course, I show you how I make this Mysterious Energy Coalition logo. It was a lot of fun. I use a lot of different methods, and I show you how to do that, how to get to this stage. And then I took that and I applied it to all kinds of stuff. I eventually made this little crazy chaotic thing, and all these streams are live right now on Behance and on YouTube if you want to watch the replays. So definitely check those out. Be sure to follow my channel if you haven't already, and then that way you'll get notifications when I go live. But I made these 3D cans and just had a lot of fun with the brand, and so I wanted to continue that. So I did it again. It meaning chose a random word generator. And this one was a little more planned because I decided that I wanted to be a surfboard company. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I jumped in and created some of these looks. And this was either yesterday or day before. Went through, and this is kind of where I started. So just kind of getting some ideas for fonts that I liked. Copied down the words here. See what's possible. Kind of experiment with some different things. Excuse me. Nicholas says, just working on a graphic design piece and watching this. Awesome. Working and learning, double tasking, multitasking. I love it. Awesome. So yeah, so we kind of went through here. We kind of explored some different looks, played around with some things, and it was the classic wakeboard company originally. But then this was my favorite look that I did. And I realized it doesn't make any sense for this to be a wakeboard company if it's got a surfboard sitting right on the side of it. So I had to change the name. And I can do that since it's, you know, it's a made up company that we're having fun with. So I went through, continued to make all these different variations and these different looks, just kind of playing around, and then decided to run with, I didn't change any of these others, I changed this one, the Classic Surfboard Company. So that's the look we went with. And I was really happy with it. I loved it so much that I decided to see what else I could do with this thing. So we decided to make a surfboard. So I went on the Google, right? The Googs, and found a surfboard shape. We traced it out, and then we saved this as a cloud document. So that way I could jump into my iPad. This button. All right. And we started having fun with it. So all this was made on an iPad. Brought the logo in and stuff. And it was a ton of fun. So tonight we're going to do the same thing. We're going to kind of keep going with it. Maybe see what else I can come up with here on the spot for these other couple surfboards. And then when it was all said and done, after the stream, I didn't even show you guys this, but after the stream, I had to make a graphic, right, for Behance. So I pulled the surfboard back in, pulled in the apparel I worked on the other day, added some icons, and now I've got a thumbnail. So it's just been really fun getting to do whatever I want instead of having to answer to a client and having to have somebody else make the decisions for me. So this has been a lot of fun, a good exercise in just seeing what's possible and seeing, I don't know, where the creativity takes me. So if you guys want to follow along, I mean, it's gonna be tough to follow along live, but check out the course on Skillshare. But also, make your own surf brand if you want. Or I should have provided the assets, but I don't have them for you tonight. Maybe in tomorrow's stream, I'll have those so you guys can jump in and start playing around with this and having fun with it. So anyway, enough yakking. It's time to design. Time to do some stuff. So thanks for jumping in, guys. I appreciate seeing you guys in the chat. It's always fun engaging with you, seeing where you're from, what you're up to. I'm going to pull up one more window real quick so I can see comments on YouTube. There it is. All right. Just kidding. Just closed it on accident. All right. Cool. All right. So this is me warming up, trying to figure out what I want to do here. So also, Gareth, if it's 4 a.m., almost 5 in the morning, I might need to start streaming at a different time so you can join me without having it to be an all-nighter. Sorry. Okay. So let's start by, man, there's so many great ways we can start with this thing. We even played in fresco a little bit last time, which is fun. Super cathartic. All right, how do I want to do this? Let's just, I got to warm up a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the first few minutes is just me kind of remembering what to do with my life here. All right. So I think what I want to start with is maybe just a brand new color scheme in general. I've really enjoyed this color scheme, and I got this from Adobe Color. So let's see, what would be, I'm on the spot here. Let me switch screens just a second. I gotta try something. I just got to make sure that this pulls up the way I want it to. You know, passwords and stuff, all that good stuff. All right, I think this is going to work the way I want it to. We're about to find out. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to work. One more thing. Sorry, guys. I know you can't see my screen right now. I gotta do one more thing here. Sign in. I always get nervous when I'm doing passwords and stuff. And then I got to do the two-step verification. It's all right. We're almost there. Oh my goodness. Almost done. All right. Once we get signed in, I'm going to show you. Okay, that's good. We're in there. And then one more thing, Adobe Color. So close. Okay. Boom. And we're back. So this is Adobe Color. Gary says, no worries, I'm used to it. Talking about the all-nighter, the benefits of being a chronic insomniac. Man, I'm definitely on my way to that with so many kids. Like, guaranteed one of them is going to wake me up in the night. It's all right, though. I love it. All right, so this is Adobe Color. Go to the website color.adobe.com. And a lot of really, really great things on here. Now, usually I do this on my desktop computer, and I wanted to try it on the iPad and just kind of see how the round tripping goes. So, all right. So, okay, what we want to do, I want to come up here to the Save To on the top right. This might be difficult to see. I guess you can kind of see. I'm going to change the library that this gets saved to the classic Surf Co. So that way, anything I do here, it'll just immediately sync to my library. Now, the only bummer with this syncs to the desktop color themes, but on the iPad, you can't pull up libraries yet. Or you can pull up libraries, you can't pull up the color themes yet. So let's go ahead and explore a little bit. I want to do something different. Lots of yellows. Do I have like a yellow filter on or something? All right, so these are the colors I'm already using right now, and I really like that color theme. What else can we do? Oh, I like this. This is probably stereotypical, but we're going to do it anyway. So I'm going to click the little download. Nope, I don't want to download it, Jib. Actually, yeah, we'll download it. Sure. But then I'm also going to click the little heart button to appreciate it while we're here, and then I'm going to add the library. I'll click on that button, and it automatically added it to the classic Surf Co library that we made. Awesome. So now what I can do, maybe, let's see how this will probably break. Let's see how it breaks. So I'm back in Illustrator on the iPad, and I'm going to click on this little photo down here. I'm going to come down here to libraries. I wonder if it's helpful if I zoom in this camera for you a little bit. Let's see. Nope, wrong button. I mean, at least you can kind of see better what we're doing. All right. So I'm going to click, okay, I clicked on the little photo in the toolbar. Now I'm going to click on libraries and I'm going to go down to the classic Surf Co. So all of these assets are what we brought in yesterday in yesterday's stream, which is cool. These colors technically aren't colors. They're shapes that I made in Illustrator because color themes, as far as I can tell, I can't figure out how to sync it. So maybe now that I say that tonight, I have an idea. You can sync it. Okay, guys, I just figured something out. This is so cool. All right, so I was expecting the libraries to be down here under the images down to libraries, right? But that's just the image assets. But if we come down here to the, I'm gonna grab these color swatches. Hit the modifier thing. I forget what it's called. Bring it down here. I'm just gonna make another set of swatches for this thing we're about to make. Okay, I want to change these colors. So I'm gonna grab this first one. I'm gonna click on the fill. And then down here, we've got this little swatches toggle, and you don't necessarily see it depending on what your menu looks like. Like mine was expanded, and I just wasn't even looking for it down here. So if I close that and I open up swatches, and then I go down, this is probably how it looks by default when you open it up. But if I scroll down, or I guess can't really scroll. It's just right here. Libraries. Oh, I have 90 libraries. That's cool. All right, Classic Surf Co. I'll click on that. And those colors, those themes, especially this one down below that I just clicked on the website on color.adobe.com, immediately syncs into my apps and I can use them anywhere. So this might take me a second to figure out. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. So I select that one, open it, tap. I don't know if it's going to fill. Oh, I'm doing the wrong ones. Ding dong. Throw a stroke on that one so we can see it. Guys, this is so cool. I was like, there's got to be a way. I'm doing something wrong. There was a way. There it is. Wait, I'm super confused. Why did that? There we go. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to play with this color scheme. All right. And I'm going to start kind of like I did yesterday. So I really enjoyed the pencil tool on the iPad. And what I like about it is when you crank the smoothing all the way up, you can get some really smooth lines and it looks really good. Nicola says, love a good color palette. Kind of obsessed. This is amazing. Day made with all these color schemes. Yeah, awesome. So let's go back. Like I want to get into this, but let's explore color just a little bit more. So we're on color.adobe.com. I love this website and I haven't spent nearly enough time on it yet. And I think part of that is a lot of the projects I've been working on already have colors defined for me. Like there is no creativity in the colors. It's just grabbing the brand colors, grabbing the assets and putting together whatever you're working on. So there hasn't been a lot of exploration on this for me. So I am loving this website. The more I get to play with it. All right. So what I was going to say though, so up here, it's tough. It's easy to miss, but there's these little tabs across the top. I don't even know if you can kind of see it. I'll try and bring this up higher. So, well, whatever. You can see it. There's it right across the top of the website. It's a dark navigation bar. So we've got trends, we've got libraries. So the libraries, I think I haven't been on here since they've redone it. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Anyway, trends is always helpful. Like if you're trying to figure out, you know, what's trending, what's cool, what the cool kids are doing. Game design. So many cool options. I like this color scheme too. I'm going to play with this one. So I'm going to click on it. Oh, we got a lot of different options when you click on it. Okay, add to library, add to, download a JPEG, download all this good stuff. We're just going to click add to library. And in theory, it should... Oh, check this out. It even has the RGB codes, the hex values. No, just kidding, not hex. Hue saturation. Pantone matches. Guys. All right. So in theory, that's saved. So if I jump over to Illustrator, I'm going to grab these colors. Whoa. Hey, that's fun. Look at that. Maybe we'll use that as a shape later. We'll just throw it over there as a happy accident. All right. I'm going to grab these guys. My little modifier thing is kind of tough to see. I'll put it up here so you can see. So I just tap on that guy and then drag down, and now I can copy. Get that out of the way. All right, let's go grab that library we just synced. Look at that. It's immediately in there. That is just everything. Although the problem is now I got to select this guy and it goes away. So there might be a better way to apply the colors. But for now, I just learned this 5 minutes ago. I was today years old when I learned how to apply color from a color swatch in Illustrator on an iPad. Strange. Uh-oh. Illustrator on an iPad's being buggy. There we go. Fixed it. All right, so we got those color swatches for that board. So I think we're going to design these two, see what happens. Let's go ahead and just roll with this design, because why not? Actually, I might play with this off to the side and then mask it all in one shot. So I'm going to come back here to my pencil tool. Grab a different... Oh, my bad. I got to sample the color first. So deselect this. Get my eyedropper tool, which is in the color palette. There might be a better way, better workflow for this, but I'm still kind of getting my bearings here. All right, pencil tool. So what I'm doing now is honestly just kind of goofing around. You'll see where I'm going with this in a minute. Maybe. This is definitely going to have, I can tell already, it's going to kind of have a camouflage vibe to it. Undo that one. All right, so let's see. There's a better way. There's got to be a better way. What's that going to do for? Okay, that's going to be straight lines. I want to swap between. Okay, so on the Apple Pencil, if I double tap, and this might be a setting. If I come here to my gear settings, go down to app settings, input, double tap. Okay, right now I have it set to show the color picker. But we can do a few other things. But that works for me because now if I double tap color picker, I can grab a different color. Nice. Okay. So deselect, grab the pencil tool, draw my shape, double tap, and I can grab a different color. grab the move tool. Let's kind of speed this up a little bit by just dragging a few copies over, maybe resizing it. If you guys are having fun and learning something, be sure to tap the bell, hit the like button, do the things that helps out the stream. Plus, it's just nice to do. And I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight or this morning. If you're like Gareth, working on your school projects last minute, it's all good. I think we've all been there. Okay, so I need to grab all of this junk, and I'm gonna put a rectangle behind it. That's just a different color, so I can kind of see what it's turning into. So cool. All right. Excuse me. I don't know. We'll see how far I end up with this design. I keep saying this in the streams, but lately I've been on this David Carson kick. I've been watching his masterclass. David Carson is an awesome graphic designer, and one major characteristic of what he does is he doesn't use the grid. He really likes to really look at the design and just, for lack of a better way to describe it, he just kind of goes nuts with it, right? He just kind of explores all the shapes and colors without it being restricted to a grid or to, choosing the right font or whatever you're supposed to do, right? He looks at the project. I don't know. It's very refreshing. And I think as I'm doing this, what I had in my mind and what's actually happening, it's all right. I mean, it's whatever. Okay, we're having fun with it. We're having fun. I'm having fun. Hopefully you're having fun. All right. Nicholas says, I love the forest color scheme. Thank you. You can check the palette for accessibility now too. Yeah, that's actually another cool one. We were looking at Adobe Color, and then I found another theme that I liked, and I just started drawing again. If you come back here to, I think it was Create. Where did I see this? It was yesterday I saw it, but now I don't remember. I don't remember where I just saw this, but yeah, there's an accessibility option where, if you're trying to design that's friendly for people who might be colorblind, it'll do that and it'll let you know. And maybe it's on the desktop version, or maybe it's like right in front of me and I'm just not seeing it. But Adobe Color has some really cool things. Gosh, I don't remember where I saw that. It was like just yesterday too. I don't see it. Anyway, all right. Back to the drawing board. I hope the payoff for this is cool for as much time as I'm putting into it. But I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. I feel like I did this design in like 5 minutes. It was pretty simple, but it looks really cool. This one's taking a little more effort, but I feel like it's not as cool. At least not yet. It needs more something. So we'll keep going. Oops. All right. That's enough to see if this is even gonna do anything cool. So let's see the best way to do this. I am going to delete this orange thing. I'm gonna grab this hot mess of shapes, group them together with this little icon down here. So now at least they're all together. I'm gonna grab this surfboard and I'm gonna fill it with that tan color actually. So that way if there's any shapes that I missed, it still works. All right, now I'm gonna grab this extra surfboard that I have hanging out over on the side. I'm going to use this shape to mask everything and kind of hide my mess, pretty much. So I'm going to click my little modifier button down here to drag a copy. And now I cannot see anything to save my life. So let's see, how did I do this yesterday so it was better? I'm going to grab all this. I'm going to come over here to the side where I've got this little object. Nope, the scissors. I'm going to cut it. So it's going to copy it to my clipboard. So now I can actually see where I'm going to lining this extra board here, right on top. I'm going to bring my layers and just make sure it's all the way up front. Come back to my scissors. And I'm going to paste my artwork, which is now on top of the surfboard shape. So what I got to do is throw this back one. Click on the layer stack and go down one. Or two, I don't know, whatever it takes. I don't see my shape though. There it is. We'll go ahead and cut it also because I'm not sure why it's not coming to the front. Let me check my layers. Oh, I'm all working on one layer. Okay, let's paste. There it is. Now it's on top. So now I can basically shift click, which to do that, you don't push and slide, but you just push and hold the little modifier key. And, oh man, object, make clipping mask. Boom. There we go. Okay. All right. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's cool. Let's keep going. I don't like this shape. So I'm going to double tap in, kind of drill down into this. I'm going to delete that shape. Okay. Okay, this is heading the right direction. What I really like is what's happening here. These little curves across the top. It almost looks like flames, like when I draw flames, but they're also kind of like wavy. I don't know. Nicola, what's his name again? David Carson. I think that's what you're asking. I'll just throw it in the chat. And I hope I spelled it right. But it's on Masterclass. And I mean, you don't have to jump into Masterclass to see his stuff. I mean, just Google image search David Carson and you'll see all kinds of stuff. But he's been my inspiration for the last couple of weeks here as I've been watching that Masterclass. So I'm just kind of refining stuff in my pattern that either I don't. I'm just trying to make it feel better, be more balanced. Just a couple little things I didn't like about it. All right. All right. That's okay. Yeah. Oops. Undo. I like it. I like it. All right, what else can we do here? Let's bring the logo in. So, let's see. I didn't update the logo. We'll just use the same one. It's fine. Libraries. Come down to what was this thing called? The Classic Surf Co. Definitely need the hang loose. All right, I've had enough of this song. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, something else I get to figure out. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, so after all that... so this should be a vector shape. Hi from Japan. What's up, Nadine, over on YouTube? Thanks for tuning in. Japan. What time is it over there right now? It is... What time is it where I'm at? 9:43 p.m. Coming at you live from Kalispell, Montana. All right. Okay, what I was trying to figure out was... why it's lunchtime right now in Japan. I love it. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing your lunch with us, hanging out. All right, so what I'm trying to figure out is why this something. I gotta outline it or do something. It's just saying the whole shape. Okay, there it is. So what I did is I clicked on it, the artboard or the art object that came in from the library's asset, And then I click on the direct selection tool thing, and I can see there's a box and also the inside point. So I'm going to click and drag just over that one box anchor, hit the delete key, or the delete thing twice. So it deleted that box that it came in with. Now, in theory, if I just tap on this, it should be its own isolated shape, and it is. And now I can do this. I don't know. We'll see. This might get deleted. Oh, whatever. It's all good. I'm also, not on purpose, but I'm wearing a surf shirt that you can't see. Surf crazy. That was not on purpose, actually. I don't know what it is with me and surfing right now. I don't live anywhere near the ocean. Granted, my wife and I paddleboard a lot. We have paddle boards, so that's fun. All right, classic. Surf Co. Let's grab the bus. And we're going to do the same thing so I can change the color on this. I'm going to bring it down here. Whoops. I have to skew it. Grab the direct selection tool. Click and drag just around the box corner and hit the delete button twice to delete that extra box that it comes in around. And now I can color this whatever color I feel like. But it's going to have to be a different one because that's not going to look. Let's maybe make this one dark. Cool. All right, there's a surfboard. Awesome. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this surfboard over as a copy. Because I already did a bunch of work on the fins in the last stream. See how they're kind of, I cut them out differently. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the clipboard, the scissors, cut it to copy it and pull it off the artboard at the same time. So I can highlight just this one and delete it. Come back to my scissors and then paste it right back in place. Now I'm going to drill down into this shape here. Whoops. Not like that though. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I might have to try this on Illustrator on the desktop. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're definitely in tomorrow. You're already into Thursday. It's my Wednesday. So you're way ahead of us. I would love to go to Japan sometime. I've never been. Yes, Gareth, picking up some handy tips for when you get your iPad. I love this iPad. This is actually the 2018 11-inch Pro, and it has been awesome. Totally love it. Only very, very recently have I started. There we go. Have I started to? Okay, hold that thought. Let me finish this thought. Only very recently have I been using it like with Illustrator and like more powerful, like cutting all these shapes and pasting and stuff. And it's been totally fast enough for me. Only last night, for the first time, did I go, oh, I wish it was a little bit faster. And I'm looking at getting the 12.9 inch, mostly because of the display, the XDR display, and I'll use it. I already use this one as a sidecar display for my laptop when I travel. So having that second screen that's almost the same size as my laptop. But what's crazy is it's got the M1 chip in it, the new one, and it's going to be faster. I've got a, what is this? I don't even know what year this laptop is. I don't know. It's pretty good. It has 32 gigs of RAM, and it's the 15 inch. It's the 2018 model for this one as well. But it's the 2.9 gigahertz i9. So anyway, all that to say, my iPad would be more powerful than my laptop, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, after the pandemic, I would love to visit. I would love to. I don't know. I'm painfully ignorant. I don't know the culture at all. I don't know anything about it really. Geography wasn't a super good. I was into art and I was into math, which kind of doesn't make sense. But art, math, and science were my favorite, and music. Basically everything but history and geography. I didn't like those two very much. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, I'm about to do something technical here, and I want to try and walk you through what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got this shape here, this outlined side profile view. Okay, and when I copied this artwork over and then I just masked it. Now, if this were truly the side of the surfboard, like look at where the side, this orange would actually be further up. It would be further up right here versus down here on the side. Okay, but that's all right. It gets the point across. It's close enough. Oh, what? That's amazing. So that's awesome. Very, very cool. Thank you. That graphic design bootcamp course needs a little bit of love and attention right now because some of the app updates make it a little frustrating on a couple of the sections because they don't play the same way that they did when I recorded the course. So I'm hoping to make an update on that very, very soon. But in the meantime, I think this is the one you're talking about right here is the graphic design bootcamp. So it's right on my homepage, derrickmitchell.com. You can click buy now. And if you just want the course, you can get it right now for $20. Here, I think you can get it even cheaper on Udemy. Udemy almost always has a sale. You can probably get it for like $15 or so on Udemy. Yeah, anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All the way over in Japan. That is so cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to copy this. Yeah. The updates are killer. You just get your course published and then everything changes. It's just, I don't know, job security, I guess, right? So, and at the same time, I can't just publish it once and then not do any work anymore. All right. So what we're trying to do here is I want to copy this design over to this mask. So what I'm going to do first is get my selection tool. And I'm going to, let's see, I want to grab this whole entire thing and group it. And now you'll see that the bounding handles go all the way over to the side. And that's because if I drill down into the shape, all that camouflage, wow. Anyway, all of that is very, it extends past the mask. So what I'm going to do, copy this whole dang thing, not cut. I just want to copy it, which I think is that one. Yeah. Copy to the clipboard. It took me a very long time to find the scissors on this right hand side. I was looking for I'm like, how in the heck do you copy and paste something on I couldn't figure it out to save my life. But I finally figured it out. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to double click into this shape. Maybe one more time. It's a little bit picky here. I just did it a minute ago. Uh-oh. Undo. Go back. What in the world is happening? Oh, there we go. Shoot, I gotta start over because I screwed that up. All right. Yeah, on the iPad, the 1 and 2 terabyte versions have the 16 gigs of RAM. Mine's the 11-inch, the 2018, and it's the Pro. What's crazy, I think I only did the 512 or maybe 256. I think this is only 256 gigs. My iPhone is the 512. Because I knew shooting in the 4K and stuff, I'd probably chew through more footage or media. Anyway, the point is, I still have like 160 gigs available on this thing, and it's only like, I don't know that I would ever, I say that now. I thought I would chew through memory more on an iPad, but because everything I do is either Dropbox or cloud-based, not everything, but a lot of it, I don't shoot as much at all on this, like video. So I haven't really run into the ceiling on this yet, but because of the RAM with the I'll probably do the 1 terabyte, I think. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see if we can get this figured out. I'm going to grab... All right, I'm going to grab this again. So I tend to move things just to make sure I've got everything selected that I want, and then I hit the back button. So now now I know, okay, I've got everything in that group that I want. Come to the scissors. I'm going to hit the copy button. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do is drill down into the shape. And I don't think I'm doing something right, because now I can't seem to get into it. I could click on this mask release button. That might be my best bet. And I'll just delete the surfboard. Nope. Oh, it's still grouped, so we'll ungroup it. Okay. Yes, okay. So now we can get rid of the surfboard. Just trash it. I don't see the garbage can. There it is. Okay. The surfboard shape is still there. It just doesn't have a fill, so I'm just going to throw a stroke or a fill or whatever so I can see it. Now I should be able to come back to the scissors and paste. I mean, I guess I could have done this later. What I was trying to do is paste it inside of the mask, but we're basically just starting over with the mask. So I'm going to scale this up a little bit. It doesn't really matter if I skew it or scale it or whatever, because it's just for the effect. All right, let's delete this logo. I goofed. Because, all right, I've got everything selected. I'm going to bring this over here so I can work. Delete that guy. Now I can highlight the whole thing. Now I can group it all together. All right, I got a big group. Come over here. Throw it behind in a layer stack. And it might, because of the way I grouped it, it might not let me do the mask. Let's see. Shift click. Come over here to the object, make clipping mask, and it worked. Okay, that didn't need to be that hard. I made that extra special for us tonight. Hopefully you learned something there. All right. Whew. That was extra special for you guys. I apologize. Make our fins 2 different colors, because why not? It's our surfboard. We can do whatever the heck we want with it. All right, cool. We did it. Now the question is, what time is it? 10 o'clock already. We could do another. I almost called it a snowboard. Too soon, Derrick. It's not even summer yet. All right, so. Should we do another one? Or should I save it so I have something to do tomorrow on the stream? Got to run. Hey, thank you so much for jumping in. Yeah, new iPad for sure. Oops. Oh no, I just scaled things in my broadcast software. It's okay. I'll fix it. Maybe. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for popping in. Representing Japan for us tonight. All right. I can't take that long on this next one. This next one is going to be quick and dirty. Let's do something else. What do we want to do? Something different. Something with a new tool that I haven't used before. we could do stars. Let's see, the greens make me think of like the forest. Oh, maybe something more organic. But I'm not seeing, and this is something else I haven't explored a ton on the iPad yet, is adding new brushes. Currently don't know where to begin for that. Okay, so what we could do, let me think. Let me think. How do I want to get those? I wanted to jump into Fresco and do some cool stuff in here. It'll work. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking through how to do this the best way. Here's what we'll do. We're going to demonstrate the round tripping. I have an idea, but I don't know how to do it on the iPad currently. And for the sake of time, I'm going to tap the little back button. It takes me to my home screen, which closes the document, but it also saves the document to the cloud. So now in theory, I can close that. Gently throw this over here. Try not to break things. Okay, that's not going to work. Put you here. Grab the mouse. All right, and then let's jump over to the screen. All right. Now, if I go back to the home window, I'm in, this is actually Photoshop. So let's jump over to Illustrator. I'm going to go to the home screen. And hopefully we see it sync. I don't remember which, it's got to be, oh, it's this version because it's the only one that's got the second board filled out. Okay, so what I'm thinking, and I'm kind of making this up as I go, clearly, it's just some kind of a brush effect. Okay, so here's what's coming to mind, kind of unfiltered. Let me see, and I never used the pencil tool in the actual desktop app. I don't know why. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I want to go up here to the brushes, and any of these windows that I mentioned, if you don't see them in your workspace, just come here to window, and then all of these windows that I'm going to reference on the right, they're going to be in here somewhere. Currently I'm using, if you go down a window down to workspace, I'm using the Essentials Classic workspace. So if I click on that and then I go back to workspace again and click on Reset Essentials Classic, now you and I would theoretically be looking at the same thing if you were following along, minus the confusion of having the Photoshop windows behind it. Let's close that. Okay. So what I want to do, I've got the pencil tool. I'm going to hit the return key once with it selected so I get my pencil tool options. And I'm going to smooth this thing out a lot. I'll make the option key toggle to the smooth tool. So when I hit the option key, I can draw back over it and smooth it out. Cool, that'll be fine. That'll work. So now if I draw, not only will it really be smooth, but then if I hit the option key, now if I draw back over this path, it's going to try and smooth it out more. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I'm looking for looking at these greens. It kind of feels like we were talking about that earlier, like the forest. So I think of like more organic strokes. So what I'm going to do is come up here to the brush window. I have this pencil stroke selected. And I just want to point out here in my, I'm drawing with a stroke, not a fill. There is no fill on this. This just applies to strokes. Okay. So by default, before I even drill down, there's this one right here, the charcoal. And that can be kind of a cool effect, especially if you scale up the weight of the stroke. Specifically, you know, all this cool texture I'm getting from it. Okay. Drag a copy over here. Try that again. Drag a copy. And then, what's up? Is it Amrita? Sorry, my screen, my second screen is really, really small, so I can't always see things unless I get real close to it. Amrita says, hey, over on Behance. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I say tuning in. We don't tune in anymore. Do you guys remember the radio dials where you had to like tune it? You know, I guess you still kind of do push the buttons, but it's not the same. Anyway, thanks for being here. All right, so what I'm going to do, come in here to brushes. And then I've got this little hamburger menu. The hamburger menus are the menus that have like the 3 lines. I'm going to come all the way down here to Open Brush Library. And at this point, I think you can still see what's happening. Yes. Let's make sure my head wasn't in the way. And then there's a lot of different brushes we can work with. Lots of cool stuff. All kinds of stuff. However, my favorite tends to be under the artistic menu. And specifically, this chalk and charcoal and pencil brush set. So if I click on that, I have all of these brushes. So what I can do with the stroke still selected is I can just go through and click on these guys and just see, oh, that's part of it is I have my stroke set to be really wide right now. It's on 8 point. So as I scale this down, it looks more true to the actual sample brush here in the window. So the other thing we can do with this effect, let's say I got my pen tool and I start drawing over this surfboard. All right, so by default, it's just a smooth line, and maybe even you started drawing with a color. Okay, and you're like, dang, I really want there to be a texture on the edge of this. So what I'm gonna do is hit the eyedropper tool. And if I just click once, it's going to sample the fill or the stroke of whatever I click, right? So by clicking on a fill, it's just going to stay as a fill. So I need to hold down the shift key and then click on this color, and then whatever's in the front, in this case, my stroke is in the front. So now my stroke and my fill are the same color. And I can make the stroke wider. For the sake of the tutorial and understanding what's happening here, I'm going to hold down shift and click on this green fill down here. Green. What is that? That's not green. That's turquoise. I don't know. Anyway, reminder, disclaimer for those of you who just joined. I'm on a massive multi-week bender of no sleep because my wife just had a baby. So anyway, words are hard, especially the later it gets. I'm going to come back here to the brushes. Actually, no, I'm not. They're still open right here. I'm just going to click on any one of these. And you can see what it does to the stroke on this. And I love it. I love it so much. It's my favorite thing to do. It's not, but it's a quick way to add some spice. Something. Especially in Illustrator where vector lines always seem to be so crisp and perfect, right? All right, so if I find something I like, there's a few things we can do. And in fact, I kind of like it like this in a two-tone thing. But if I wanted to, I could make my stroke match my fill, right? That's something we could do if you wanted to. A guy could do that, or a girl, whatever. Okay, words are hard. All right, so now what I'm going to do is grab this shape. And I'm going to copy it because I want to leave this here, the outer stroke. I'm going to hit Command F as in front. And Illustrator is going to paste this in the exact same spot, but right on top of everything else. If I just hit Command V, it just throws it wherever it wants on the canvas with no rhyme or reason. So Command F, right on top, Shift click my shape. And then the shortcut on here is Command 7. And I don't even know, right click maybe. I want to make a mask. Make clipping mask. The shortcut is Command 7. So now I've got this masked behind here. That's kind of a cool shape. I dig it. I'm going to double click in here, hold down Shift and drag a copy of this. Let's even, I'm going to hit the letter O to get my reflect tool. I'm going to reflect this. Maybe scale it up a tiny bit. Maybe bump up the stroke. I don't know. We're just playing here. Also, I noticed this is not the original colors I intended to go with. So what I'm going to do, let's fill this background board with white, paste this on top, group everything. So now I've got this version to come back to if I want to, because that's pretty cool. I like it just like that. Let's go back into here. Let's maybe change the song because this is getting weird. All right, I'm gonna go to libraries, and I'm in the Classic Surf Code library, and check that out. The colors synced right over here too while we were playing. Drill down into this mask, grab my shape, bring it up, throw it behind the other one. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing whatever. See what happens. So I'm hitting the letter X on my keyboard to swap which fill or stroke is in front, so I can quickly click on the color over here to change it. Not my favorite. All right, let's keep. Now I just hit Shift X to flip which colors are in front or on stroke or on the fill. I don't like it. Let's keep trying. Keep trying some stuff. Now I'm going to throw this stroke up on the very top layer. I'm going to make this one thicker. Maybe make this stroke, instead of line center, we'll make it line on the inside. Grab this logo. And I can't really see what the logo is doing because all my anchor points are in the way. So I'm going to hit Command H to hide those guys. Cool. I like it. Digging it. Thank you, Nicola. Okay. Every time I say that, I want to say, again, my screen's so small over there. I keep thinking, I want to make sure I don't say your name wrong. like Nicole or something, because it's clearly not that. All right, let's grab this, copy it, Command F, Command Shift right bracket, take the fill off, sample this guy so the stroke matches. Let's make our profile view. Cut it, delete that, Command F to paste it back on front. Grab this whole thing. All right, we're almost done here. Cool. I like it. And we even got this bonus board off to the side here. It needs the logo also. So let's bring that logo over. What's up? I see on YouTube, Wu Van Yen. Yeah, we're still playing over on Behance too. You can join us either spot, YouTube or Behance. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you're just jumping in, be sure to throw a like down there if you're enjoying this. If you're learning something new that's helpful, and then also that way, actually liking it doesn't subscribe, but you can subscribe also if you'd like to, so that way anytime I go live in the future you can stay up to date and catch me live. All right. Cool. It's different. I like it. Very fun. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down for the night. Thank you so much for jumping in and all the chat. It's been fun hanging out with you. Nicola, I'm saying it right. Thanks. I appreciate that. Names are important. I want to get it right, but there are some beautiful and very unique names across the world that I've just never heard before. Yours, obviously, I've heard. Nicola's not necessarily one that I haven't heard before. But yeah, I want to make sure I get it right. Awesome. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. From Vietnam. Very cool. All right. Well, everybody, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta get ready. Got a big work day tomorrow. So I think that's everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So thank you very much, and enjoy your evenings, enjoy your days over in Japan having lunch. Thanks for spending your time here today, and I will see you guys in the next live. My hope is to go live every single day this week. Tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday are going to be wild cards. We've got some company in town, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to break away to go live or not, but my hope is to go live. So again, hit that follow button on Behance, subscribe if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, all that good stuff, get notifications when I go live. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and have a great night. All right, guys, thanks for watching today. Hope you learned a lot of valuable information, and I appreciate you sticking around to the very end. But before you go, just a couple things I want to remind you. The first is, if you haven't already, feel free to like this video if you can, depending on where you're watching from. Give it a thumbs up, or subscribe, or tap the bell, or give it a follow if you can. And also maybe even just copy the link up in the browser and share it with a friend, or post it to your Facebook page. I'd really appreciate that. But again, just want to say thanks for sticking around, and I'd love to continue going live as much as possible and helping you guys out. So the best way that I can help you is by you commenting on the videos below. I read those comments, I engage with them as soon as I can, if I can, when I see them. So if it's live, I'll try and answer you right away. If this is a replay, you can still comment on the video, and I go back and I read those. So I just wanted to say thanks again for watching, and let me know what you're working on. I'd love to help you out, and hopefully we will see you in the next live. And to be sure you don't miss it, like this video and subscribe and follow and do the things. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.